So, once again, huge shout out to Baltar. Thank you for organizing this wonderful tournament. We have the BaltiCup winners match in Group C. After this, we still have a decider match, and we have Group A as well, and then we have the playoffs. So we're gonna be here until tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully not, but yeah. Anyways, let's present our players. We've seen him, we loved him. We actually had a decent macro game and some cheese as well. Let's see which one is going to bring it out. On the bottom left side, we have the red Zerg representing Team Karst. It's Qoobic, our Russian Zerg player.
Then on the top side, in blue, we have the third player representing TVD. It's Mika.
So Poland versus Russia. Quite an interesting matchup here. Okay, and oh my god, look at this. MECH6rs already has the SCV queued up. All the way, basically, all the way.
But we do see a pool before gas again.
Ooh, once again. Okay, so this looks like being Qoobic's go-to strategy. Obviously, if it would be like 5 roach, it should have been pool first, right?
Yeah, it should be pool first, pool then gas, and then you would put your watch one straight down.
Yeah.
Then don't take volley boost.
Yeah, let's see if this is going to be the same thing as the first drone just marches down to the natural. So far so good, I would say. Okay. Qoobic sees the command center in production. One Marine will try to just hunt down that Overlord. I think it's gonna survive, right? I feel like it's gonna survive, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we'll get to that peeping pillar there.
Also, this is not that great of a map for Zerg, if I'm not mistaken, because you can wall off a bit easier. And obviously the peeping pillar is really far away. And the main is not that huge, so with a couple of things you can just basically have your vision secured in case of an Nidus. And once again,
early layer coming up.
Once again, let's see if it's going to be something similar that he did in ZVP against Rombos. I'm quite curious what Qoobic will do differently than the cell. Okay, so we're suspensefully waiting to see the lair coming up. Okay, and Roachhorn is gonna finish up, and I still don't know if it's going to be, maybe it's gonna be like road speed, but once again we have a late third. If it's gonna be a third. Honestly, I want to see a Nidus.
Taking the gas is very quicker as compared to the first, the second game you had with Rombos. So
okay.
There is going to be quite a bit of roaches in production going there. It's ready to Overlord spawning at a time. If it was a Nidus, we would have seen bit more Queen production, I think. So I think it can be looking at a time in Guardian Roach.
Yeah, +1 roach speed timing for our Zerg player. It looks like it. Once again, we have the command center in the wall, which might not be the best thing, honestly, against this. We have more roaches in production, and the third base just coming up now. It's quite an interesting strategy, honestly, from Qoobic. Let's see if it's gonna pay off or not. Sees the roaches, so obviously Hellions don't do really well against roaches unless they're like in super huge amounts. But there is a safety Banshee, and
There is
I don't
also
know.
fusion core and Yamamoto cannon is being researched.
Oh,
so we're gonna see
let's
some battlecruisers
go!
going down.
Okay, so finally we have BCs in production soon, hopefully. Let's see if it's gonna be the case. And obviously, despite roaches being ranged units, they don't shoot up unless you're playing Starbow. In Starbow, there's a Ravager-like unit called the Eruptor, which not only shoots up, but is also a broken unit because it's burning the unit that it touches. I think it's like versus biological is really good, and it also attacks faster with each attack, so it's quite interesting. But yeah, we're not here to talk about Starbow. We are playing Starcraft 2, obviously. So roaches are not going to be really good against BCs. Yamato is going to finish just in time when that first BC is out. Qoobic at least sees that the third base is now online. Obviously doesn't see the gases, which will scream mech.
I don't think he scouted that if its BC is going to come in production though, Qoobic.
No, I don't think so either. Let's see, where's the fusion core? Oh, but Qoobic doesn't even know about the fusion core, so still in the dark, kind of. Where's the battlecruiser? Okay, here's the battlecruiser. I wouldn't mind if the Banshees would go in on one side, the Hellions on another, and the BC just go onto another side. But looks like MECH6rs is not really doing anything with the Banshees. I have no idea why Banshees are being produced, honestly, at this point. Alright, first armory and 2 more factories are being produced, so we're gonna go up to a number of 4 factories. Okay, and there's hydra, so it's basically the same composition that we had in that match versus Rumbas.
Unfortunately, these hydras are not going to do too much.
Yeah, Spire is on the way.
But yeah, this battlecruiser can tank and it's going to walk back for repairs.
Yeah, it's really important to like keep the warp in and everything. Warp in. What? Why did I say warp in? Never mind. Protoss mind. So the tactical jump. Let's call it on its name. Right. Okay, Adam. Once again, as you know, we need to stretch. That's step number 1. Take a blood rate. Okay, then we have hydrate. Thank you once again, and the posture check. The posture check is probably the most important because I was getting a bit lazy with my posture. Oh my god. Okay, after stretching, the posture check just feels different. Alright,
yeah, the workers count as pretty standard neck and neck there. You know, I've seen half going into half tech now.
Okay. Ooh, high sec auto tracking. That's something that we barely see. And we have smart servos once again. I think. Yeah, he researched it after all in that game versus the Cell.
But what he can do, if it was better Bainly team's player, that nice line of supply depots on the third would have. If that goes down, yeah, you can see a nice supply block there. But we're going to see some SWARMHOSTS player. We're going to be quite interesting.
Yeah, I'm actually hyped for this one. So it's like fighting fire with fire, I suppose. Kind of that thing. And once again, we have range. Do swarm locusts benefit from range attacks though? Because they're ranged.
They do.
Okay.
So you know, +3 locusts are actually they bring down buildings like anything. They're just not good against Thors because they clump up and what happens? Yeah, splash damage.
Oh my goodness, this base is not belonging to this world. Oh my god, he just barely lifts it in time. It's not going to be... Let's see the Hydra bust if it works out or not.
There is a bit of a supply block on Mecha. There was some supply depots that went down. So I think, you know, for 3 units, that was quite a good trade, you know.
Yeah, I suppose it was. Well, that's a lot of repair, lost mining time. And 1 second later, and this would have been a disaster, going down to 2 command centers. Obviously, we have 1 in production, but that will probably turn into a planetary. Oh, never mind. It's gonna go for the 4th location, but that overseer is going to scout everything just fine. Ooh, once again, we have some locusts over here, and it's going to be super annoying because that is a lot of free units for basically free damage. Ooh, but this is not great for Qoobic. Oh my god. And I think now, yeah, it's kind of a problem. Let's just put it that way. Overall, we have 10 tanks only.
So if he maintains the pressure, sure, in his favor, and he's banking minerals with it as well. So injects and they're mostly, yeah, no, that's putting pressure, but there is battle cruisers in.
Oh, there's 2 BCs. 3 BCs in total. One of them just teleported away, but there is nothing that can shoot up here all of a sudden. Okay. Oh, once again, the locusts are actually marching across. Oh, but they don't land, so they're gonna take more damage from those stores. 1 Tor goes down and 1 tank as well. And once again, the Hydras are going to step forward and just try to do something about this whole thing. Oh, Blue Flame Hellions are actually not going to do that bad, but the Hydras are going to just pierce through everything. We have 3-3 on the way, has only +2. Oh, +2 plating is already done, but only +1 vehicle attack, vehicle weapons. Oh no, this might have given away the... Oh, never mind. Maybe not.
Back by Qoobic space out there was 17 drones that went down from that as well, so Qoobic didn't do those drones.
Oh, the CC!
I lost the CC, yeah.
Oh, that's painful.
15 SVCs go down.
Oh no! Oh, the Hydras! Oh, the Hydras go down! That is not what you want. And honestly, at this point, I think MECH should know. MECH should know where the whole thing is, like the swarm hosts come. And there is no Nidus. There's no Nidus to save them. So if they have to run away, it's not going to happen probably. Or maybe it will. I don't know. I've never seen like Catch the Swarm Host game. Oops. Okay.
I see MECH is still producing battle cruisers. So meeting with the battle cruiser for next play.
I mean,
MECH is just slowing down the game even slower for MECH. I think. It's putting pressure. Lost that base, but I don't think Qoobic is aware there's another base on the north side of the map.
Oh, he is aware because there was an overseer there, so he should know about it. Okay, so you have the push with what, 3 battle cruisers, a couple of tanks that need to siege up, in my opinion. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit painful. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say they need to siege up, but that might just be a worse idea because of those locusts closing in the distance. Now the swarm hosts have been retreated finally, and that's 1 more tour going down, and MECH is down to 48 army supply. But obviously, this is still like a really painful position for Qoobic. Oh, the queen is going to go down. Oh, never mind. Spore getting targeted down. Okay, interesting. I don't know if it was a misclick or not. Okay, now that one Tor and the tank is going to go down for sure. Tor getting surrounded, just getting destroyed instantly. Swarmhosts are still safe.
Raptors are there though. Back the keys.
Yeah, he needs to just pull those BCs back. There's a huge oversaturation here for Mika. Finally, we have the third command center being replaced. Oh my god, that's a billion mules. And remember, that's how MECH/rs actually won the last game of his series versus the Cell. The Cell just did not put the pressure on time after he just almost crushed the MECH/rs.
Gonna see a few tanks then maybe Thor go down.
Yeah.
Make it 2 Thors and 3 tanks.
Ooh, that tank. That tank. The repair. So powerful. They complain about shield batteries. I complain about repair. And also regenerating health.
Yeah. Generate.
I'm kidding, by the way. Obviously. Okay, but the drone count is actually lower than I expected. I don't know, maybe Qoobic just saw what the Cell tried to do and saw that MECH/rs is actually defending well against that. And maybe he's not going for that super high drone count Ling Bay Ravager, Bane Bust type of play. Okay, this turret is going to go down. Oh, but a couple of Locusts will fall instantly. Oh, can he surround that command center? That cannot lift up, so that's going to be 17 SCVs actually. That is really, really huge. And now there's going to be only what? Oh my god, there's half a base mining. There's half a base mining. There's only 800 a minute. That is incredible. Oh my god. So now it's Qoobic's game to lose, right? I don't think I'm hallucinating here.
Well, the army supplies there is a very big difference there, and let me also, if you know the play, it's almost the locust. But you know, in favor of how it looks now, it's in favor of Qoobic now, eh?
Yeah. Ooh, okay. Alright, command center is going to I don't know what the command center is doing. I guess it's going for, yeah, that fourth location. I mean, it's quite a painful situation for MECH/rs. That's for sure. It's gonna land a bunch of mules if I'm not mistaken. +3 air flyer carapace is finished. So that is great for Qoobic.
But unfortunately, the MECH/rs is not mining sufficient enough now.
No, absolutely not. So this is like, you can see almost double the mining even with the mules. Wait, no, there's no mules right now. Okay, so... Ooh, now, oh my god, the A move. Oh my goodness. Oh, everything just goes down. But still, there's a lot. I feel like... Okay, a couple more tanks just remain, but that is 20 army supply left. Actually, at this point, I think Qoobic should know that he's so far ahead that it's going to be mighty impossible for MECH/rs to come back. I wouldn't mind if he would take the second gold base as well, just to secure as many bases, or just take a closer base. You know, doesn't matter if you like mine from it or not. Just place something, so you can actually just strip a base away from the Terran.
Qoobic's in a very good position here right here now, Mouse. Yeah, no, it's pretty much game.
Yeah, I think it's game. Like Hydra SWARMHOSTs, new meta, guys. Go ahead, try it. Every diamond game is gonna look like, yeah. GG. Well, it still was like what, 20-minute game, so. Okay, second game is Neo Humanity. Oh no. I hope I'm not gonna be part of a hour-and-a-half long DBZ. If that's happening, then yeah, I'm going to go cook some food or something, I guess. And we're gonna put the text like in case it ends, send a message on Discord to either Origin or MAUZY. You're gonna.
No, it's fine. You're sitting here with a developer. I'll just create a webhook so when it ends, it will notify.
Nice. True. I'm actually sitting here with the developer, so yeah, you just code something real quick that actually just changes the camera perspective from one player to the other every, I don't know, 10-15 seconds, and that's it.
Name it Mousy Bot. No,
Yeah, MAUZY bot. Let's go. All right. Can I just wait a second? Okay. No, not that one. Not that. My God. Okay. Finally. I think where's our wonderful BaltiCup? Found it. So, second game. And spawning in the bottom right side of New Humanity, we have our blue Zerg busting his opponent's rear end, or the front, doesn't matter how you call it. Beautiful Swarmhost play, just denying the 30+ minute game. It's Qoobic.
Then our Red Terran representing E. Mika Mech player.
You know how this sounded? There was like in CSGO, you know, the old Virtus Pro with the Polish guys like Pasha Biceps and the crew. So there was like one event where they created small videos just to the players just basically presented themselves, and they were like, oh, I'm this and this player and whatnot, and they were like, oh, okay, so they were saying their names and everything, and Bialy was the last one, and they're like Mihu Miller, Mihu Antifragger, and they was like Pavel Bilinski, Bialy, PUBG player. I was laughing so hard. I remember Pasha Biceps was like, yeah, sniper. Then Neo was the leader, and Snacks was saying Ronaldinho of CS. That was such a cool thing. Okay, but I think once again we have the same kind of opener, and if I'm not mistaken, we're gonna have the same thing over here. Oh, Reaper. Okay, finally arrives. Oh, doesn't manage to surround it. Okay, a couple of hits. It's gonna have to regen. It's funny that this is a double inject opener, so... Oh,
Yes,
oh,
yes.
even faster there.
What's going to be interesting to match a later game, we takes the middle fourth, where that rich Vespin guys is going to sit. Can be interesting
Yes.
because beneficially also for Mech that benefits for that type of playstyle as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's really gas heavy, so players need to mine a lot of gas, and of course you need tech units to deal with the mech players, so you also need a lot of gas. It's not enough to just as we could see from the cell, it's not enough to just bust with links and banes.
You see a reactor there, or tech lab, sorry for that, and yeah, looks like opening Banshee going, yeah, with Hellion.
I don't like how MECH6rs is actually actually playing this. Oh, hold on a second. He just gave away that he has a 4-minute lair. His lair is finished before the 4-minute mark. That was like what? I guess it's around like 340. It finished around 340, I think.
Yeah, that was a very, very early layer.
Yeah, 240, I think, if not earlier.
Righteous in current production. The S+1 also speed has just been started to be researched now.
Yeah, actually, let's enable something here. Observer and replay. Display game tooltips just to see. Okay, so 79 seconds and 114 seconds. So basically, if you start +1 a couple of seconds earlier, then they should kind of finish up at the same time. And this looks like Qoobic has some practice with this build, if I'm not mistaken. And once again, the roaches are going to stop the Hellions. Lings are going to go down, but once again we have the fusion core as well, so I suspect battle cruisers.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, at this point of the game, I've never seen advanced ballistics being researched.
Yeah, also the Viking kind of should just give it away, but maybe MECH/rs has some ideas like, okay, it's not that he had the better idea or had a better playstyle or something. I just messed it up, you know. So the approach of his game is the right one as he thinks about it, and he just wants to like give it another try, you know. And maybe, honestly, I don't think I'm gonna be honest with you, Origin. I don't think battle cruisers are better for this map, except that it's shorter. But there's not that much death space that you could like abuse, you know, versus queens.
Like I said, yeah, you spot on, Miles, but like I said, battle cruisers are good if they catch you off guard. You know, I've seen some matches in regards to battle cruiser will come from the left flank, here comes Hellions from the right flank, you know, you completely barbecue your mineral line. So, yeah, if it hasn't been scouted, it can catch you off guard. 10 to 1, it takes about 8 queens to deal with one battle cruiser. And yeah, if you don't deal with that and reinforce it with a second battle cruiser, it can cause heavy damage to your mineral line or even your supply of army.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, now the Banshee is moving out as well, so finally we'll see a bit of a Banshee action. Oh my god, look at that roach, so tanky. As the cars are racing all the way towards the edge of the creep. Okay, we have the Banshee teamed up. I wouldn't mind if MECH/rs would just go for some kind of... Oh, the Banshee is actually getting targeted down. So I was gonna say, I wouldn't mind if he would go for something like a Banshee harassment in the main, like battlecruiser coming in from the left side, as you said. And honestly, we are kind of looking at what I don't want to say dead Zerg, but it's mighty tough to come back from this.
28 rounds have been lost. It's going to be very tough. That's a lot of minerals lost there. Just went down now.
Where's the other battlecruiser?
MECH reinforcing those battlecruisers now, so he's just going to carry on putting the pressure.
Yeah, there's the second battlecruiser as well, being teleported out. Okay, we'll see a fourth base coming up for Qoobic. Honestly, at this point, I would just try to double expand. Or, no, never mind. Those Hellions are still alive, so at least a lot of them are alive, so, yeah.
Blue Flame is just completed, so, yeah.
Yep.
Workers are even head and head, but yet, yeah, it's mules in the play. But, yeah, technically ahead now, it's right, it would be MECH at this moment.
Yeah, like 500-600 minerals a minute ahead, so that is quite huge. Gas-wise, they're quite neck and neck, but yeah, like both players. Honestly, if they are neck and neck, then that is disadvantage for the Zerg, obviously. And I think the problem with this opener is if you lose drones before like the 8-9 minute mark, before you take your fourth base, then you're gonna be in deep trouble. as we could see right here, because your third base was so late. You started producing drones so late because you went for a couple of early units just for safety. Ooh, and look at that. Swarmhosts once again. 7 Swarmhosts are out, but whoa, one of them is getting sniped. And this is looking like a totally different game, but one battlecruiser also falls. And we actually have a game up on our hands, I suppose. We have a... no hive yet, so...
Corruptors are currently in production to deal with BCs. So yeah, we're going to see the Swarmhosts play again.
Yep, indeed.
But I have seen Qoobic has actually pulled himself back. So I think Mika didn't put too much pressure to keep the Zerg, you know, just on the back foot. It's giving the Zerg Qoobic a bit of time to recover from the previous loss of, what was it, 20, call it 23 trades, something like that, or 28,
yeah,
sorry.
28, yeah. Even
so,
more.
Yeah.
Look, there's the 5th base as well. So, honestly, I think once again we should talk about like splitting split map scenarios. I think on this map it's even worse if it's a split map scenario. In my opinion, on this map you should like try to expand towards one side and just like try to go for basically taking away one base of the Terran. Okay, this look at this, the spotter Hydra. Okay, this Hydra just is like, you know what, tag shot? Never mind, I don't care. Let's go back then.
The expensive spotter.
Yeah. And it's interesting that Mika just goes for plating first. Now, obviously, the Zerg, if the Zerg takes down the rocks, the Swarmhosts will be a bit exposed, but on the other hand, let's just be honest about this. Like, you need to open the map with the Zerg just for quicker reinforcements, quicker rotations, and I think it's going to be just pretty much the same over here. Qoobic is going to try to deal with this mech issue with the power of Swarmhosts. Oh, I think he's waiting too much to actually land. Oh, but it actually draws friendly fire from the tank as well. This time around, though, the tank position is a bit better. Oh no, the Swarmhosts are actually... no. Oh my god, no. That's 4 Swarmhosts. That's a lot of DPS, actually, compared to the other one. 7 more Hydras are in production.
It's about also 700 minerals gone there, plus minus.
Yeah, it's actually quite painful if you ask me. Okay, and here's the first one. Here's the first 4th base in front.
I do see Qoobic is trying to contain Mika. I see, yeah, Mika's army is getting actually very scary now at this moment.
Yeah, it's actually a maxed out mech army, so... With how many battlecruisers? 4 battlecruisers and 24 Hellbats. Okay, 4 Taurs and only 3 tanks, so that should not be that big of a deal for the Hydras, but the 24 Hellbats, man, what the hell is that? No offense, like, what in God's name is that? I mean, I guess if you have a Swarmhost problem, then you should be aware of it, and you should just try to deal with it with Hellbats. And I think, yeah, you know what? I think in this situation, these Hellbats are going to be the answer. Okay. Oh, this is actually a really painful position here for Qoobic, and I think Mika is going to overpower Qoobic in just a couple of seconds. Qoobic is out of gas, so the best thing that he can do is links, but links without anything, like literally anything, without even metabolic boost and without upgrades, is going to be a nothing.
Mika is going for the tech now, so yeah, once the tech, the Zerg is the bra from their tech, it's basically GG's, you know. So Qoobic, the best bet now is just defend. Best you can.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh,
Bit of friendly fire happening, but I don't think it's enough, MAUZY.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough either. Maybe it's gonna prolong this whole thing, but it's 186 supply versus 120, so Corruptors are not going to do too much if they get focused down. Oh, one BC is going to go down though, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. Oh, there's a stray medevac here. Okay. Oh, the swarm hosts, are they reloading? Okay, they now reloaded. So let's see if it's gonna help anything whatsoever. Oh, a lot of hydras are move commanded as they spawn, as they morph. Okay, the supply is dwindling, but still, this doesn't look like enough. Oh, the swarm hosts are getting, two of them getting targeted down. One more is going to go down, and that is going to be GG from Qoobic. Alright, and if you don't mind, I'll leave you for the chat, as I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll host the third map though. Dragon Scales. Not Big Game Hunters, but WCS Game Heart. Alright, and I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Alright, so Origin is also BRB, apparently. Then that means I'm gonna take another round. And okay, never mind. Once it starts loading, I'm going to, oops, this one. Alright, I'll be right back. I'll grab some water. Okay, we are starting. All right, so Alright, Origin, are we ready?
We are ready.
We're ready. As we jump into the final game of this series, final game of the winners match. Let's start with the Terran player this time around. Representing Team Void in the blue, and the top left side, we have our mech enjoyer MECH/rs.
And in the red, in the lower corner in the red, representing Team Horse, we got Qoobic.
Okay. Once again, I think we're gonna have pretty much of the same. I'm curious if it's gonna be SWARMHOSTS once again. I think battle cruisers, massing up early battle cruisers and pressuring with those Hellions and the Banshee are actually the answers that MECH/rs was looking for.
Yeah, and you know, with shame with Qoobic, unfortunately, too many drones got barbecued regarding that Hellion run by from the flank in the previous game.
Oh my god, 28. You wouldn't want to be a drone in Qoobic's army or mineral line when this happens.
Now that would be a tough laugh, Mousy.
To say the least. Alright, so pretty standard opener once again. Single gas opener from the Terran, and the Reaper fast expand. What I did not look for is, okay, so it's Reaper Marine opener and then Reactor.
Yeah, that Marine is going to be there to deny the scouting, obviously, of the Overlord. Also, try sniper Overlord. You know, it's not always good, especially Zerg, to get supply blocked. No, I classify it as like losing drones. Getting supply blocked in the Zerg. So, but the Reaper is making his way over into Qoobic's main base. The Lings are defending, or trying to push the Reaper back this side. But it looks, you know, pretty much standing so far from Qoobic. You know, it's no early layer happening.
Oh, never mind. We spoke. We spoke too soon. just as you said. There we go. There's the fast layer once again for the third time. Pretty much the same. So we spoke too soon. We cursed the chat here, the caster curse. The moment you say it, it happens.
Yeah, but yeah, no. Given its fast layer, link speed won't be researched, well, for now at least.
It wasn't researched in the past 2 games, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Hell, if I'm not mistaken, it wasn't researched for the past 4 games that Qoobic's. No, wait, the first game was a Speedling Roach all in. So.
Correct.
Other than that,
you know,
3 out of 4.
Overlord there, just hanging there in the northwest, or what's that, northeast. Yeah, it's waiting for the scouts. It's going to probably go in the next few seconds. The scout tech tree MECH/rs taken. What mech tech tree is starting off with?
Yeah, whatever the mech tech tree is. What a difficult phrase, mech tech tree. Oh my god, why we're torturing ourselves. Yeah, it's catchy. The mech tech tree.
But I do see, okay, there is going to be a third pit down now at 4 minutes 15 seconds, Qoobic. So yeah, it looks like we're going to see more or less the same play as the previous game. And then yeah, obviously MECH/rs taking his CC now. His third CC is pinning down within the wall. But what's surprising to me, that Qoobic hasn't scouted yet with that Overlord just sitting in that gap, that dead zone.
Yeah, how many roaches do we have? We have a single roach here, and there's nothing in production. Ooh, and this is going to be really, really difficult if... Oh, wait a second. Oh my god, no. I think Mika doesn't realize that this is a single roach here. Ooh, and that queen... Honestly, at this point, I would just attack so one of the Hellions has less damage. Less HP remaining at the end of the day. Okay, Roast Speed is going to finish.
like you said, I don't think Miko realized it was only one roach. I think he assumed there was more in the back of the natural. But yeah, you know, that would have been a perfect, you know, time to, you know, just roast, barbecue some drones there. But unfortunately, that, you know, that window is now closed.
Imagine, it would have been a 15-minute game instead of a 25-minute game.
You know, get some Kentucky Fried drones.
Kentucky Fried Drones, let's go. Okay. See, that's why I like to have a co-caster, because it's like you have the knowledge, that's for sure. So it's really cool to have someone occasionally pop in and just do something like that. Where's the
there is
fusion
a bit
core?
happening in Qubic's natural happening right now. There's two
Ooh.
drones, and so there is Banshees happening
Oh,
there.
that's a switch up actually. That's a switch up if I ever saw one.
What I would like to see from Mika while he was harassing his Banshee, since the roaches are in the main, so you know, just a flank going into
The third base, yeah. Oh my god, that would have ended the game, I think. Ooh, that one hydra is going to go down. Okay, I think it's going to try and deny this. Well, it's not gonna have too much of a luck here. It's gonna run out of energy, at least on one of the Banshees, so he has to retreat. But there's a third Banshee actually. That is quite nice. I mean, even if you would mass up Banshees at some point, it's like, oh wait, never mind. Is this happening? Is this the thing? Hyperflight rotors as well? Maybe?
I see there's a fast infestation pit that just got put down right now.
Ooh,
Yeah,
7 minutes, okay.
So it's going to be SWARMHOSTs. Gonna definitely, yeah.
Yeah, this time around Qoobic has the worker lead, but not by that much. There's 5 drones that have been taken down. Obviously, it's not as bad as the 28 that went down last game. Look at that, 7 overlords. Is this a laser? When he was a diamond player.
Yeah, no, he's prepping for that supply count for the SWARMHOSTs. They do take quite a bit of supply.
Yeah, and you want them to, you want them to come out in masses.
Correct. And what's going to be interesting about this this specific game now? What's going to happen? You know, Dragon Scales is a bit more open map compared to Neo. You know.
Yeah,
So
that is extremely true.
Not as choky and split down as Neo Dragon Skulls. Yes, you can come from the north flank or the south flank, but you know, with good creep spread and that, you know, you should see your opponent coming.
Yeah. Speaking of the creep, it's not that great, honestly. There's barely any tumors. So, and 3 spines go down, but there's like 4 banshees. Also, in the meantime, let's just take the time to say hello to May Lamau. Welcome, welcome.
How's it, May?
Yeah, May is also a streamer.
Stream.
He's also a streamer, so thank you for popping in. We have some indeed, as you say, quality SC2 content. A bit stale, but yeah, it was an interesting one. Ooh, El Shulo, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, Banshee's coming in from the right side, as I don't see anything else coming in from any other side. I wouldn't mind the Hellions just join up with the Banshees and just try to like multi-prong this whole thing. If you look at the APMs, both players are quite slow, to be honest, compared to what they could be. Obviously, Mech is not that active of a playstyle. Okay, this is gonna go down instantly, pretty much. And we have Banshee speed as well. Yeah. Ooh, that's actually a huge deal. And gas is gonna get stripped by quite a large margin. That one gas is going to be painful to not have.
I do see now creep spread is coming up, so it looks like the priority order has changed a bit for Qoobic, so he's focusing more on creep spread a bit now. then about a few minutes ago, he was just more focusing on inject. It's going to be interesting.
And there's not enough queens. There's only 5 queens, so I feel like you should have more queens, no?
Generally 4 for injects and 4 for your creep spreading and defending. So call it 9-8. So it should be a decent amount of queens to get.
Yeah. So quite interesting to see the lack of it. Once again, this right side base is gonna get taken back. But you know what I don't like? It's there's no like idling in between the bases and everything, just keeping the pressure on from MECH-rs. Now the speed banshees are moving onto the left side. They're going to pop in, and there's 3 spines on both the 3rd and the 4th base. I don't really mind them, but it's good against the Hellion run by. But honestly, even Hellions, they can just maybe they get like 1 or 2 spine shots and that's it. Now the banshees are actually going to cloak and okay, once again deactivating these. It's not that efficient, of course. It's gonna run out of energy a bit faster. Oh, but hydras are going to catch up. And look at that, speed hydras! They're just going to just one-shot those banshees, speed or not on them, cloak or not.
What's going to be interesting though, I see Mika's really turtling up now. He has 2 CC or 1 planetary fortress has been built there in the 3rd, and another CC or command center is on production.
Oh, that worked against the cell, right?
Yeah, but I do see this familiar play, so it looks like Qoobic skipped this almost for now. He actually went for greater spires, so it looks like very similar to Rumbo's matchup. The same build.
Aglas, thank you very much. Thank you for the follow. Sorry, Adam, I pay attention, but you know, I'm all about my chat, so.
Oh, no, it's all about the fans as well. You have to make them feel included.
Okay, Broodlords are going to start sieging. And as you called it, yeah, there's going to be a planetary here in the wall, actually. So this is going to do well against the Broodlords, in my opinion, because... Wait, there's not even some SCVs to be pulled to repair. Oh, and there's a huge clump here. Oh my goodness, barbecue once again with Blue Flame. Blue Flame Hellbats are going to do well. Okay, tanks finally siege up, but this is super clumped up, honestly. I don't really mind it, but it actually just blocks everything off. May, honestly, these are quite weird games, so if you want to if you want to take Zerg nodes, then just consider that as well. So these are not the meta builds, obviously. Okay, finally the Broodlords attack. They're kind of clunky, to be honest. It's hard to kite with them, that's for sure.
Yes, and you know the Thors, they bring down Broodlords quite fast.
Yeah.
The only option, it would be for actually a good surround, but you know, I don't think this is gonna be enough, huh?
Yeah, this looks like a surround, but not in time. Like it's not timed correctly. Oh my goodness, this is going to be quite a fast game. MECH-rs is going to just walk across the map with everything, I suppose, that pops out now. Indeed, that is the case, and I think it's just going to overwhelm. Once again, it's going to go for that tech in the natural wall. This is why you don't place stuff in the natural wall unless you like want to go for a Nidus and just deny Hellions and whatnot. Which actually in this case could be the the reason, but okay. I think MECH-rs has enough here, right?
He's gonna have enough, but we remember, you know, it's more units coming out, so with the next round he should be able to clean it up.
Yeah, defender's advantage, but still, it's 130 supply versus 100 supply, 105. Both players bank a lot of gas, and yeah, looks like Qoobic had enough, and that means the decider match is going to be Let's see if we have a result here. Okay, so let's refresh. That is... Group C. Okay, so Rumbles destroyed the cell 2-0. Clean sweep. So that means we're gonna have MECH going to move out of the group, so he advances to the playoffs. That means we're going to have the cell eliminated first of all, and we're gonna have Rumbles, our Protoss player, CSO Protoss player, going for the second spot in the decider match versus Qoobic. So a rematch, Origin. We called it, right? We kind of called it.
Yeah, I think we did. Very good odds. Feeling lucky then.